Hi there. I'm super excited you're here listening. This is going to be a really dynamic conversation. My name is Michael Harris, and we have with us Nadine Faitas, which is one of our Nadine, do you have the book in front of you?
Sure.
She
Hi.
is one of the co-authors of our #1 best-selling book, #1 in yoga, meditation, and alternative therapies. That's what it is. I almost forgot, Nadine. One of the things that I really like about you, and for those that have not read the book, you got to go to page 65 and read her book. She's going to dive deeper into happiness in there. But I know you went from a really difficult place in your life to making the decision to be happy. And I know that you've got 3 really strong ideas on helping other people do that too. So what can somebody do to really take care of themselves if they're struggling and they want to find more happiness? And how do they find time to get to that point?
Okay. Hi, Michael. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. Thank you. So, yeah, I think the first point for me would be engage in self-care. That just really means like looking after yourself, prioritizing yourself, and just picking something which is good for you, which makes you happy, and whatever that is. It could be yoga, it could be meditation, it could be going into nature, but just pick something and see if you can do it at least every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. Try to do it maybe in the morning, establish like a small morning routine. Doesn't have to be half an hour, but take care of yourself, whatever it is. Do that first thing, and then you're already set for the day, and then eventually you can do everything a little bit longer or add things on
Sure.
top.
What about mantras? How do mantras fit into it? And what is a mantra?
Well, for me, a mantra is practicing really like self-love, self-compassion, because we have this negative self-talk all the time. So we talk to ourselves in a really bad way, and we wouldn't really talk that way to our best friend. So I really changed that self-talk in my life. And what really helped me was different mantras. So I think everyone should come up with their own mantra, whatever works for them, but it can be something short and simple, just as like I am loved, or I'm good enough, or I'm okay, and just repeat that a couple of times. You can do that also first thing in the morning when you wake up, and just tell yourself that everything will be okay. Whenever you're in a stressful situation, you can use that too.
Yeah. And we talked about this before, and we talked about it more in depth in the longer version of this. What about simple acts of kindness? How does that fit into happiness?
Yeah. So for me, the secret of living is giving. So I think we can find small things. We don't all have to be, yoga teachers or helping others in our day-to-day job, but we can make a difference in someone else's life on a daily basis. And that can be just by giving a stranger a smile, like being friendly to the people on the supermarket counter, like sharing a gratitude message to your friends or family, like telling them you love them, giving someone a hug, like listening to someone who needs you, like picking up trash from the street, like whatever it is, something small, like helping a stranger who's maybe in need, and whatever it is. But you can do that on a daily basis. And I think that's really the reason why we're all here, is to help each other. Basically, we're all like walking each other home, and we all need each other. And whatever you do, it makes a difference for another person in your life.
Nice. And I just want to briefly mention or ask you about your happiness safaris, because you have like 5 happiness safaris a year, and it's just like they're all over the place, and they're really great. And so you really dive into what it really means to be happy.
Exactly. And so I do these happiness retreats around the world. They're usually a week to 10 days long, and we do obviously yoga every day. We do meditation, we practice gratitude journaling, like we have a lot of workshops, and healthy food, obviously. And then I dive into all these topics of happiness, and obviously they're all in beautiful places like Bali, Portugal, Kenya, Mexico, Morocco. So I always choose very beautiful settings, and it would be lovely if you want to join me on your own happiness safari, which means me.
Yeah. Love it. So thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time today to talk about this. Again, for the listener, when you go to www.innerpointe.com, and there's links down below here, and become a member, you can get the full lesson of what Nadine really talks about at a deeper level about happiness, as well as all the other co-authors and contributing authors of this book. Each one of them is really talking about their wisdom, and we're calling it the wisdom vault because there's so much information there, and it doesn't have to, all wisdom doesn't have to be big and grand. It can be simple things, and normally it is simple things. So Nadine, it's really great to be here again. The title of your chapter again is The Gripping Tale of Self-Discovery and Never Giving Up in this book here. So if you're listening to this and you haven't got this book, get this book, read this particular chapter. Well, read all the chapters, and check out as well happinesssafari.com. And any last words for the listeners today?
Just take care of yourself and make happiness also a priority in your life, and it's a decision, so make that decision today and look after yourself and around the people around you, and you'll be good.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you again, Nadine, for being here.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.